hard. It's really hard to look and know what that guy's doing over there. It's wrong. And even when it works, it's a short-term gain.
Right.
There's not going to be repeat business because the client's going to come away feeling like they were robbed.
Right.
And it just makes you feel icky in the whole thing.
Buy-in.
Yeah.
Emotional buy-in, and they go back and think about it later.
And then you get the buyer's remorse. And
there are some people that actually will never get it and won't have a resentment, but there are a lot that will, and those are the ones I worry about. And I have to go home at night and feel like I did an honest day's job. And if I feel cheapened in what I'm doing, I can't sell it. They're going to see it in my eyes that I feel cheap doing the pitch, and that's what would happen is I would short out, and I'd be forced to try to sell in a way that was not comfortable to me.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, when you get into the group training thing, they brought in a trainer, and he was a disaster. He was absolutely the worst thing.
Oh my goodness!
And I had the privilege of hiking with a friend of his not long ago who happened to be on my hike.
No way!
And I gave him an earful. And it was inappropriate, but he was there.
Absolutely, yeah.
He was there, and I said, "Oh, you're friends with?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah." He came to our office. He was a disaster. He wanted us to write business on everyone who walked in the door, whether they were qualified or not, whether they were ready to make a decision or not. He wanted us to take them out of the marketplace and write it on a piece of paper and take a $500 check, deposit, and all we did was hand back checks and made people uncomfortable the whole time. It was a disaster.
Wow.
The guy says, "Well, yeah, but he was pretty good at helping people get their numbers up." I said, "I'm telling you from our perspective, my perspective, he was awful." And he goes, "Well, I wasn't really that close to him as a friend." He says, "Yeah,
man, when your friend disowns you like that."
I saw him go through a divorce. And that kind of gave me. And he starts ungluing about what he thought about this guy. And I held firm. I said, it was a nightmare, and the reason the owner keeps using him is beyond me. He's got him hoodooed, where he's written up a theory. He did his thesis on selling by personality, sheeps, tigers, lambs. I forget what the other categories were. Owls. And yeah, there are personality types, but if you start thinking in terms of people by broad brush personality types, that will mislead you on really listening to who they are, and you'll still miss the sale. And you've got to be very careful. I do believe in adaptive selling. I think it works, but to micromanage it is wrong. I think you have to keep the human element and be flexible enough to bend and realize people are complex. They're not monolithic. They may be an owl in one type of situation, and they're a tiger in another, and then they're a sheep in another. So I have all those at different times in my day. So why would they be any different? So,
well, a well-integrated personality would be able to adopt those personas given the appropriate scenario, right? What do you think the difference is between selling and conning? Because I feel like a lot of these sales pitch schemes